What's up, everybody? I'm Impossible. Welcome to episode 1 of SkillWarz Map Editor Tips and Tricks. In this episode, we're going to go over how to make good-looking ladders. Sounds simple, but if people didn't ask me about it, I wouldn't be making this episode. So first of all, no offense to the people that asked me about it, I'm just saying. It's a little bit more involved than it might look like. So we're going to put the ladder on something here. Let's make a little tower real quick. So we have our block placed there. I'm going to set the position step to 1. We're going to pull this out by 8 so our tower is 9 wide. Might as well just make it a square, 8 by 8. And then let's make it 10 high, so we pull it up by 9. Alright, we got a pretty good looking tower here. Go ahead and set this to be blue, just because, why not? And then as a secondary color, we can make the top of it gray. So, what you want to do, let's say you want a 9 by 9 tower like I have here. You want to have the ladder inset by 1/4 of a block. So if you want a 9 by 9 tower with a ladder on it, what you want to do, change this back to 0.25, make this go in by 1. Then, let's go ahead and just copy this. And then what I can do is pull this side back out, then make this side go in by a bunch, such that this is only 1/4 thick there. Then of course I can move it, whoops, that's up. I can of course move it back here and then adjust the size so it's the proper size. If we wouldn't want to just center the ladder, for example, we will just set it to be 4 wide. And we can copy that and put it here. Now we have a 1 wide little channel here to put our ladder at. The ladder block, you might see this and think that's a ladder. It's actually not the ladder block. This is just the chevron thing. The ladder block is this. It's called ladder. So you have to put, to make a functioning ladder, you can just put this, but it'll be invisible. So to make a ladder like in the maps that are currently in the game, you want to have both of these. So first, let's put our chevron block in. And we can actually just duplicate this and change it to a chevron pattern. We can just pull it out a little bit here to adjust the size easily. So there we are. We have the we want to have our, that's a little glitch there with that secondary color. If we just press the button to remove secondary colors, which is here, remove second material. We just click that. That'll get rid of any things there like that. So what you want to do is we're gonna make this. We can change the size here. You want to make this just 0 thick like that. But you can see it doesn't really look quite right. That's because we have Z fighting here. Because this is the exact same place as the side of this wall here. So what we want to do is take a look at the position. We see it's 1 there. And then when we move it outward, it's at 0.75. So what we want to do is have this here with like 0.0001 outward. So we see that to move it outward here, we adjust this third value and make it lower. So we would just want to make this lower here. And then you won't, oops, hitting the wrong button. Then you won't be able to tell the ladder is not right up flush with this thing, but you won't have any Z fighting going on. So in other words, what we're doing here is we take this thing and we want to just pull on it such that it's moving outwards and see which one of these numbers changes and whether it gets higher or lower. In this one, the third number changed. It'll be the first or the third, the X or Z position. In this one, the third number changed and it got lower. So we put it back in the original spot right next to this thing, and we just make this lower by 0.0001, 0.001, something like that. Usually I put 3 zeros in, then a 1. That's 1 millimeter, and that will get our position good. So now we have a good looking ladder, but, or actually no we don't. There's something a little bit weird there. So no worries. We can just pull this out here and start adjusting the shape. We just make it a bit smaller on that side, a bit larger on that side. There we go. That looks like normal. So then, because we have this snap position enabled, it's already in our slightly offset position. And we just move it back to being 0 blocks thick, and There we are. Looks like a perfectly good ladder here, except that we don't have a ladder because we did not add the ladder block yet. So the easiest way to do that is just take this thing, which is already in the correct position, and just duplicate it. Then you want to pull it out by, well, let's pull it out by a quarter and see what happens. We set it to the ladder block there. So this ladder works fine, just as being out by a quarter there. But if you depending on kind of the map you're making, you might want people to be able to easily, like if they're falling down along this wall, be able to easily grab onto your ladder. And if you want to do that, this is just kind of a personal choice. If you want to do that, then you probably want to have this be half a block thick total. So let's pull it out by another quarter. Then if someone slips off the ladder or slips down this wall here, this is not quite tall enough to easily demonstrate this, I guess. If someone slips off this wall here, then they can more easily grab back onto your ladder, which can be important if you have a very, very tall ladder. You want it to be easy to grab back onto in case people slip off of it. I really cannot demonstrate this here, can I? Let me pull this up a bit higher. There we are. Now we have a 30 block tall tower. Why did I do that? 30 block tall tower. And we can see that if, oops, we slipped off the ladder a bit, it's much easier to grab back onto it there. So I think that's about the end of this video here. Please leave any questions you have in the comments. I look at my comment section like at least daily for all my videos. So if you have any questions, please put those in the comments. I will answer you ASAP. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you later.